These older women are really out here in competition with the younger generation.
I don't know if this woman's speaking from personal experience. Maybe it's the way somebody's treated her or the way she witnesses younger girls being treated, but I just cannot relate to this video whatsoever.
I'm sorry, but it has to be said. These older women who are in their 40s, 50s, even 60s want to be seen so bad and want attention that they're in competition with these younger girls.
I turned 40 at the end of the year, and my friends' age ranges are like from 19 to 50, and I'm not in competition with any of them. I don't know who it is that I'm so desperately seeking attention from.
These women wasted their years, wasted their youth, and are doing any and everything to be seen, and they're not teaching the young girls.
It was because of this bit in particular that I decided to make this video, because I'm thinking to myself, what did I waste my youth doing? Going to college, going on holiday, and having fun with my friends. I worked in clubs, I got to go out a lot, I got to basically do whatever I wanted. I had a great youth. I would never go back and change it. I absolutely loved it. And as for teaching young girls, it's not my business to teach them. They can do whatever the fuck they want.
So instead of teaching the young girls to do better, you're trying to compete with her. You're in denial that you're getting older. You're doing things with your body, thriving for attention, over-sexualizing yourself at that age, all because you don't want to accept the fact that you messed up your life.
This is the part of the video that made me really think that she must be speaking about somebody in particular or speaking from personal experience, because she's saying, oh, like, you over-sexualise your body for your age and blah, blah, blah. When I was younger, I didn't over-sexualise my body. I dressed the way I wanted, and to be honest, I dressed like a complete slut, and I loved it. And I never dressed like that for other people's sake. I dressed like that because that's the clothes that I liked. As I got older, I stopped dressing like that because I stopped going out as much, and then eventually I ended up putting on weight, so I couldn't dress like that anymore. So I don't understand why she's saying that older women over-sexualise themselves. Okay, maybe you might look at an older woman and think you shouldn't be wearing that, but like, is it any of your fucking business? I don't think so.
They don't have husbands, which they really wanted. They're realizing that, oh wow, I'm at an age where nobody's checking for me. The men are not checking for me at 50, 60 years old, unfortunately. They're looking at the younger women who do desire marriage, who do desire to have children, who are not just out here. So instead of, again, I'm going to try to find a way to be seen and encourage the young girls to do what I'm doing because I don't want them to surpass me. That's what's actually happening.
I never got married and had kids because I don't believe in marriage and I don't like babies. And over the years I had boyfriends who wanted these things, and we ended up splitting up because we just couldn't agree. There was no way that I was willing to change my mind on any of these two things. And I know that it's difficult for some women to fathom that there's women out there who don't want to get married and have babies, but they exist. You know, we don't all have to conform to the rules of society. Some of us are happy, and just because you're not married doesn't mean to say that you can't have a partner that you live with, or a partner that you're with for longer than some people are married. Many of my friends who are close to my age have already been married for several years, and they had their kids long ago, like they're practically grown up now. As for my younger friends who want to get married and have kids, on you go. It is absolutely none of my business. Now, I would never recommend that people have kids, just because I don't understand that life. I don't understand wanting to look after another human being and not being able to do the things that you want to do when you want to do them. But by all means, if that's what you want to do, I am not going to try and stop you. I'm not going to try and teach you anything, because you're an adult and you can do what you want.
These older women are sitting around telling the young girls, no, girl, live your life, do you, because you're intimidated by her. You don't want her to do better than you. You don't want her to have a chance. You want the chance because you see the men are looking at the younger girls. The men are more attractive and more desirable of the younger women. And it's sad. This is the reality of where we are. The older generation is jealous and intimidated and in competition with the younger generation, and it's unfortunate.
For this, I agree, because I would say live your life, do you? But for some people, that means getting married young, having babies, and then by the time they're my age, being a grandmother. For some people, it means going to college, sorting out their career, and then getting married and having babies when they're older. For some people, it means having babies and never getting married. Everybody's different. I'm not in competition with anybody. And when I go out with my younger friends, and there's a lot of younger guys out, I never sit and think, oh, I wish these men were looking at me, because they're young, they're children. I've got no desire, and plus I've got a partner, right? So I don't care. Men and women can look at me all they want. Zero difference to me. And then when I'm out with my older friends and we go somewhere that's suitable for older people and the men are looking, and I'm like, not interested. You know, because normally when you go out to a place that's suitable for 40-year-olds, there's men out that are like 60 years old. Literally, I was out one night and there was a man, he must have been about 70 years old, and he threw a bit of paper at me with his phone number on it, and he was decrepit. No, I'm sorry, I don't want you looking at me. I don't want 18-year-olds or 20-year-olds looking at me either. Divert your eyes, I'm not interested, okay? I'm not in competition with anybody. I don't know anybody my age either who's in competition. Where is this coming from? It just makes absolutely no sense. That being said, I'm sure that there's some older women out there who feel like they're in competition with younger women because they're single or because they want to get married and they're not engaged yet, or they're finding it difficult to meet somebody. Okay, maybe these women exist. But the way she made this video, it was like a generalisation of like all older women are in competition with younger women. And that is just simply not the case.